Let's get to Cole because he has some good questions here.
Yeah.
He said, I really appreciate this as someone who generally is not good at this kind of stuff. I think we were talking about, I don't know what we were talking about at the time.
I think we're talking about being yourself and authenticity and stuff.
Yeah. Any tips on navigating this lifestyle when working 8 to 10 hours at a job where I can't focus, creating during work?
Yeah.
Because Cole,
unfortunately, I don't have any experience with that because I'm doing this full time. But art finds a way. Before I was doing this full time, I was working full time and still finding time for my art, even if that means staying up all night or working till 1 or 2 in the morning. It sucks, but it finds a way, and you never know when inspiration is going to strike, so you just sort of just go with the flow.
Yeah. I'll say that. So I know Cole from stream and from some of the art battles, so I've got a little bit more insight to what he's got going. So he works at UPS, or he works at mail delivery, so he's out like doing physical stuff all day. But I also know that Cole, the tired stuff, like being tired from being out working like with your body all day, that's a different situation. But I think my advice to you would be exactly what you're doing. I know you got a webcam, you're starting to stream. When you were on the art battle, you were very personable. It was a joy to have you on. And so I think doubling your efforts, so like, I think that's the perfect thing to do. Stream while you're doing your work, because that way you can build community while you're working on your art and people can see your personality. Because that's really the only thing you can do. You can't cut back hours. I mean, you might be able to cut back hours, but if you can't cut back hours, you need to make your time more efficient, and that might mean stacking up things like some sort of community at the same time that you're being productive. So
that's smart. Yeah, I mean, plus, you'll probably resonate with other people that are in the same position as you, because not everyone can do this full time. So, I mean, if you put yourself out there and say, like, listen, I'm swamped as fuck at work, but here's what I'm doing, blah, blah, blah. Other people are going to be like, okay, cool. Like, I'm not the only one that doesn't have 24/7 to invest in this.
Dude,
I also think the repetition,
a great idea.
And the routine.
The routine?
Yeah, I think like the more you start doing something too, right? Like it might be that initial might be that good. If he starts doing it at cadence, it's actually going to start feeling more natural. It's going to start feeling easier to get into. Probably going to get more energized. I guess that's how I feel with certain things that feel like a little bit of a burden to do at first, and then once you start doing it, it's just easier to get into.
Yeah, it's like working out. Like you hate it at the beginning, and then as soon as you like get in a routine, then it becomes something that you want to do. But
I'm not there yet.
That's fine, man. I'm not there right now either, so it's all good. I
sit on my ass and watch movies.
That's fair. Like you would probably have shittier memes if you were out working out when you're supposed to be watching movies.
Yeah, right. I wouldn't have time to think of all these Always Sunny memes and dumb shit like that.
Memes would suffer.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I'd rather have my body suffer than the memes. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
They need to be strong.
Welcome to the metaverse.
I'm willing to shorten my lifespan by 10 to 15 years by not exercising for the memes. So
if there's anything you take away from the chat, it's that.
It's 2021.
Yeah. Someone just said,
like you got to get with the times.
Memes over body. Yeah,
100%.
I think that what Josh said
Someone just called me a big nerd.
Dude, how do you feel about that?
I'm all right. They called me Dirty God, so I'm all right with that. I am a nerd. I watch a lot of movies and work on artwork and listen to music. It's like literally all I do.
It's a good combo, man.
It's not a bad life.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's a pretty good life.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Who needs working out when you got a life like that?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Nobody.
Exactly. No one. No one.
I did want to circle back and say that I think that Joshua's advice on connecting with other people who have the same plight as you is super it's super interesting idea, and it's super valuable because there's got to be a ton of people out there who have the exact same thing. They're like, how is everyone making all of this art? Like, I have to work. I have to work a job. Like, I need to make money. I'm not selling, and gas fees are high. Like, I would bet more people than not are in that position. And talking with them and maybe working a creative solution to make up for your guys' deficit through the community or through teamwork. Whether it's like, okay, this person's in Australia and working when I'm off, and so I can like tweet like promote some of their stuff, or you know what I mean? Like, maybe there's something that you guys can think about together since you're in the same situation. But
yeah, and definitely collaborating helps too, because then you get twice as many eyes on it, even if you don't have as much time to invest in it. So I mean, work on collaborating with other artists that you like. That also helps with the art process, because then you're not doing 100% of the piece, right? You're only contributing parts of the piece. So, and I always just love collabs anyway, because you get so many more people involved, and it's nice to see different art styles collide. So I just always really liked it.
100%.
So what's next for the Dirt God? What do you got
a
coming
bath.
up, man?